Welcome to Sunny's Mindset Lab. Today we have a very special guest, Francesc Miralles, the co-author of Ikigai. We're diving deep into the Japanese secrets of longevity, purpose, happiness, and the art of living well.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to walk your listeners through the lessons of Ikigai, the wisdom from Okinawa, and how anyone can discover their own reason for being.
I'm so thrilled to have you. I thought we could structure our conversation around the core pillars of the book. Maybe start with the big question, what is Ikigai? Then journey with you to Okinawa to learn those secrets of longevity. After that, we could explore the power of flow, touch on resilience, and maybe finish with those 10 incredible rules you outlined. How does that sound?
That sounds perfect. It's a great way to explore the entire philosophy.
Excellent. So let's start at the very beginning. For anyone who might be hearing this beautiful word for the first time, Francesc, what exactly is Ikigai?
Simply put, Ikigai is your reason for being. It's the thing that gets you out of bed every morning full of energy. In Japanese culture, there's a belief that everyone has an Ikigai. For some, it might be very clear. It could be their work, a hobby, or their family. But for many others, it's hidden deep inside, waiting to be discovered through a patient search. It's your purpose, your life's mission.
I think one of the most helpful tools from your book is that famous Venn diagram with the 4 overlapping circles. It makes the concept so tangible. Could you walk us through it?
Of course. This diagram shows that your Ikigai lies at the intersection of 4 key elements. It's where what you love, your passion, and what you are good at, your profession, meet. But it also has to intersect with what the world needs, your mission, and what you can be paid for, your vocation. When you find that sweet spot where all 4 circles overlap, that's where your Ikigai resides. It's the harmony between all these crucial aspects of life.
And what's so fascinating is that this isn't just a theory. You and your co-author, Hector, travel to a place where people seem to be living this out every day. Ogimi in Okinawa, the village of longevity. Why there?
We were drawn to Ogimi because it's one of the world's blue zones, places where people live extraordinarily long and healthy lives. In fact, Ogimi has the highest life expectancy on the entire planet. We wanted to see Ikigai in action, to learn directly from the centenarians living there. And what we found was that their longevity wasn't from a single secret, but from a beautiful mix of diet, gentle movement, a strong sense of purpose, and deep community bonds.
What was one of the first lessons you learned from them?
One of the most common pieces of wisdom we heard was the mantra, Hara Hachi Bu. They say it before or after eating, and it's a simple reminder to fill your belly to only 80%. So you stop eating when you feel almost full but not quite stuffed. This practice is scientifically linked to a longer life, as it reduces the oxidative stress on your cells, which actually slows down the aging process. It's anti-aging wisdom built right into their culture.
So beyond just eating less, what were they actually eating?
Their diet is incredibly rich in antioxidants and variety. They eat a rainbow of vegetables, often more than 5 different kinds every single day. Tofu and sweet potatoes are staples. They also drink a lot of sampancha, which is a mix of green tea and jasmine flowers, a very powerful antioxidant. And very importantly, they consume almost no sugar. This diet, combined with constant gentle movement like walking, gardening, or their daily morning exercises called radio taiso, keeps them healthy well past 100.
And the results really speak for themselves. When you see it on a chart like this, the longevity advantage in Okinawa and Japan is just so stark compared to many Western countries.
Exactly. It's a powerful testament to this holistic lifestyle where everything is connected. The food, the movement, the sense of purpose, it all works together.
You also discovered something truly beautiful about their community, this concept of a moai. Can you tell us what that is?
The moai was one of our most profound discoveries. It's an informal, lifelong social support group. Think of it as a second family. These are friends who meet regularly to chat, play games, or even pool their money to support each other financially in times of need. This creates an incredible sense of belonging and security, which is a powerful antidote to stress and loneliness, 2 of the biggest threats to a long life.
This deep sense of purpose and community feels like it connects directly to another key idea in the book, the power of flow. How does finding this state contribute to a long and happy life? Flow is that wonderful state where you are so completely absorbed in an activity that everything else just fades away. You lose all sense of time, your ego dissolves. The psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi defined it perfectly. We saw this state everywhere in Japan, from the master artisans, the takumis, perfecting their craft, to the centenarians in Ogimi, just tending to their vegetable gardens. Their Ikigai gives them a task to get lost in, and the state of flow is a tremendous source of happiness and fulfillment. That sounds amazing. For those of us who feel constantly distracted in our modern world, how can we cultivate more flow in our own lives?
It's something anyone can practice. First, choose a task that is challenging enough to hold your attention, but not so difficult that it causes anxiety. Second, have a very clear objective. Know exactly what you are trying to do. And third, and this is perhaps the most important today, eliminate all distractions. Put your phone away. Focus on one single thing. Multitasking is the enemy of flow.
That's powerful advice. Beyond flow, I want to talk about emotional strength. You make a really fascinating distinction in the book between simple resilience and a concept called anti-fragility.
Yes, it's a very important difference. Resilience means you can withstand a shock and bounce back to where you were before. But anti-fragility, a term from the writer Nassim Taleb, means you actually get stronger from setbacks. You use challenges, stress, and even mistakes as fuel to grow and improve. The elders in Okinawa have been through so much: wars, typhoons, personal loss. But these hardships made them more robust, not more fragile.
And I imagine this mindset is connected to the Japanese philosophy of wabi-sabi.
Absolutely. Wabi-sabi is the art of finding beauty in things that are imperfect, impermanent, and incomplete. It's like a ceramic bowl that is considered more beautiful because you can see the cracks that have been mended. Instead of striving for an impossible perfection, wabi-sabi teaches us to embrace life's flaws. This helps build anti-fragility because we learn to see setbacks not as failures, but as part of a beautiful, imperfect life story.
It's such a beautiful way to look at life. To bring all these incredible ideas together, you distilled everything you learned into 10 core rules. I'd love it if we could walk through them together.
Of course. These are the synthesis of the wisdom we gathered from the elders of Ogimiyami.
Okay, so the first rule is stay active, don't retire. Yes. In Ogimi, there isn't really a word for retirement in our Western sense. People simply continue doing what they love and what they feel is valuable, whether that's gardening, crafting, or helping in the community. This keeps their bodies and minds sharp for their entire lives. Number 2 is take it slow. That feels so radical in our fast-paced world.
It does. But they believe that being in a hurry is inversely proportional to your quality of life. When you leave urgency behind, time and life take on a much deeper meaning. As one of their old proverbs says, walk slowly and you'll go far.
Rule number 3 brings us back to something we already touched on. Don't fill your stomach.
That's right. It's the principle of hara hachibu. It reinforces that when it comes to eating for a long life, less is almost always more. Eating until you are 80% full is one of the most powerful habits for longevity.
The 4th rule is surround yourself with good friends. Our moai.
Exactly. Friends are the best medicine. They are there for celebrating good times, supporting you through bad times, and just sharing life. A strong social network is absolutely fundamental to a long and happy life.
I love the gentle framing of rule number 5. Get in shape for your next birthday. Francesc, it's a positive and forward-looking way to think about fitness. Just as moving water stays fresh, your body needs gentle, daily maintenance to run well for years. It's not about intense training, but consistent, light movement. Rule 6 is so simple, yet so profound. Smile.
It is. A cheerful attitude is not just relaxing for you, but it's contagious. It helps you make friends, it lightens your own mood, and it's a way of acknowledging the good things in your life.
Number 7 is reconnect with nature.
Yes.
Even if we live in cities, we're all part of the natural world. We need to return to it regularly to recharge our soul's batteries. The people of Oginomi are constantly interacting with their gardens, the hills, and the sea. It's a core part of their well-being.
Rule 8 is about cultivating gratitude. Give thanks.
It's so important to take a moment to be grateful for your family, your friends, nature, anything that brightens your day. This practice builds a feeling of abundance and helps dissolve stress and worry.
Number 9 is a big one. Live in the moment. It's perhaps one of the hardest but most rewarding. Stop regretting the past or fearing the future. The only thing you truly have is this present moment. So make today worth remembering. This is where the practice of flow becomes so powerful.
And that brings us to the 10th and final rule, which ties everything together. Follow your Ikigai.
Yes, this is the ultimate rule. Inside you, there is a passion, a unique talent that gives meaning to your days. If you don't know what it is yet, your mission is to discover it. And once you do, your mission is to share it with the world.
Francesc, thank you for sharing these beautiful insights from Ikigai. This conversation will help our listeners slow down, find purpose, and live with more joy and meaning.
It was my pleasure. I hope these ideas guide your listeners toward a life filled with purpose, health, and inner peace.
This has been Sunny's Mindset Lab. Thank you for joining us. See you in the next episode.